Now, to move on to, we had a couple of TV pundits, political pundits, fired this week, and Don Lemon on CNN, of course, and Tucker Carlson on Fox.
I got to go into this Don Lemon one. So,
okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna just let's start with him. So, openly gay black man. Always considered him articulate. Is on. He leaves his 10 o'clock spot and goes to the mornings
show,
on CNN between two ladies, and he makes a comment that a woman is out of her prime, like between 20, 30, maybe even 40.
Nikki Haley, right?
Yeah, Nikki Haley. But he's like, a woman's out of her prime, and the two women that are his co-hosts are like, what? Like, you mean they're thinking like motherhood, like, at 40 it's going to be, and he was just like, well, I don't see how you come back from that.
Right.
I don't see how you come. It's just like.
But here's the thing with me. You're right with what you're saying. But this is the problem, I think, with both extremes, both parties, the woke movement and then the Fox yo-yos. Here are two guys let go for the following. One, after their $800 million settlement that they had to pay for deliberately trying to upend a democracy and defame a company in doing that, which he was proud to be the flag bearer for on air, seeing his texts that he's not a lunatic who thinks Trump is anything but a moron in reality, and setting the country back. He's just a fucking liar that's been leading viewers down a path of destruction and pandering to the worst possible sentiments, which he knows are bold-faced fucking lies, and cost the company $800 million with the rest of his crew and his boss. Okay, he gets fired. On the other end, he said a woman was out of her prime. Look what you have to do on one side to get fucking fired, and all you have to do, a slip of the lip, on the other side. Both fucking sides are out of their gourd.
Yeah, but does Tucker get fired if the numbers come back and DeSantis is blowing Trump out of the water? Because right now Trump's he's still the
yeah, but he's
he's a red team captain,
right? And it's going to continue to go that way, I think. Although he's saying
who also said that he's not going to partake in any of the
primary activities. Yes,
any of the debates because they're all on Hostile, and the last one's on Fox. So you tell me,
I wonder what that's going to do to his numbers. Do you think it's going to move the needle?
Tucker's gone because of that. Because that was when they fired him, Trump was just like, that was a good move. So I wonder if at any point when they fired Tucker, did he say, sorry?
Sorry. Haven't heard from him. I don't know. Did he release a statement?
Huh?
Did he release a statement? I haven't seen anything from him.
I'm sure.
Did they wish him well in his future endeavors?
Well, what are they going to do? He's got all kind of non-compete, can't say this, can't. That motherfucker's making more money right now than he was a week ago.
Right, it's amazing. Yeah, you're right.
He's going to Newsmax? Get the fuck out of here, man. They're so worried that they just spent $800 million to keep their fucking market share.
Sometimes being shamed.
They're about to spend another fucking 1.2. And on top of that, his producers got, what I've heard is anti-Semitic rants from him on tape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, but I tell you what, I don't think that Nikki's out of her prime.
I never did either, actually. So Don's.
Don's is.
I think
Don
Don was fired for his judgment in saying she was out of her prime.
He did less than fucking Kathy Griffin did to get fired by CNN.
Can we be canceled for saying she's still in her prime, or is it only when you say that someone's out of their prime? Because I think we both agree that she's still in her prime, but is that too in any way judgmental to say on air?
Nowadays,
yeah, who knows, right?
You know what? I'm going to go on the Al Sharpton. Had one of the better. Remember they had the woman that wrote the book on what wokeness was, and she said, "Boy, that's going to be hard for me to explain." Did you see that?
No, that's good.
You didn't see that? Oh my God! So she writes this book on being woke, and they said, can you just yeah, can you find that clip of that of the woke woman? Can you guys find that? While I try to, I'll skirt it a little bit. But it's just like, well, it's kind of really hard. And then they go to.
She was on a talk show, right? I do remember.
And they go to Sharpton, and Sharpton says, well, would you rather be woke or asleep? And I said, oh, okay, that's different. See, woke, a GOP woke is completely different than, like how it was originally brought to attention. Like, like woke is
it's predicated on a fallacy anyway. So to give it any okay, so what's her name? I'm trying to read this. Trying to see here. So those of you listening,
all right, guys. So you may have already seen this viral clip.
Crystal Ball.
An author,
this
Bethany
is Crystal
Mandel,
Ball
who
for
went
Christ's
on our
sake.
former show, Rising, with Robbie and with Brianna. And Brianna
parents
asked her
should be
what should have been a very
Crystal
simple
Ball.
question.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we're going to jump ahead to the.
Take a look at that.
Americans consider themselves very liberal, and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we talk about traditional
Bethany Mandel.
Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. Woke is hard to define.
Fucking
entire
shit.
chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression.
Wow. What?
It's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
You had a fucking minute.
Brilliant.
Listen, I want to be passionate.
Nice.
When you pick up a copy of that fucking book,
when you accept an interview request, right? If they don't send you questions, which they don't always do.
I've never really done one where I'm on the air where they don't have somebody, because a lot of times, like when they did that Hannity thing on Benoit, they put the person out there to pre-question me, and I was like absolutely pro. I told them everything they wanted to hear, and then when they got me on the air, I fucking juggled
Did whatever
them.
you wanted, yeah.
Yeah, like fuck you. Like I'm the worker.
Stern was always
dumbass.
great for that. Stern would do the pre-interview with Letterman's people and then go out and just do shit that pissed Letterman off.
Yeah, but so when I saw that, sort of and kind of is when you're using those descriptive words, and you
About
wrote
your own book.
Your own book, yeah. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, I'm sort of, kind of. I really can't put, what? Fuck, just say something.
Wow. That's amazing. That was pretty stiff.
She ended up going into some hierarchy thing. Like,
Yeah, she said that a hierarchy of what was the term she said? A hierarchy of. Well, I'm not going to misquote her. She did a bad enough job trying to quote herself. But this week's stiff one of the week is not that clip. It is instead a clip from about 17 years ago, and it is brought to you this week